Alright, response video, reaction video to an idiotic video by that Rose Bushiushi guy. I'm almost glad he made this video because I would have blocked him over this video. So now it's like a double block. It kind of validates my perception that he is turned into such an asshole. I mean, the whole bullshit with the Hitler shit was such an exposure of his lack of character. And now you really see it in this video. This guy is no scientist. This guy has no logical integrity. It was pretty bad when he did the like 10-part series trying to, in a very lame and insipid way, demonstrate the existence of something called free will, and completely failing, of course, just wasting my time anyway, with circular and nonsensical arguments in which he finally concluded that if there's any free will, it's an illusion. Yeah, duh, we already know that. Alright, anyway, so now I get to the subject. So he did this damn video justifying his consumption of meat. And that's all it was. It was just an effort to defend something he can't logically defend. And so he contrived a defense. He just made one up out of complete and utter bullshit. So that one of the premises, it was just so disgusting, was that, oh, well, cows owe their existence to our manipulation of them. And it is insane, an insane argument, literally insane. It is Frankenstein's argument. What, Frankenstein was better off being alive? Frankenstein was better off being a manipulated and exploited creation? No, of course not. And these cows, there's pigs now. They breed them so fat and big that they can't walk. I mean, these animals are trapped in an insidious web of our disgusting and our manipulation of their genetics. It's disgusting what we have done to them. We have created Frankenstein monsters just so we can have cheaper hamburgers. And this is the other part of his argument. He talks like, oh, well, yeah, we shouldn't have these nasty little industries. And then this, in a sentence earlier, he's talking about how meat is cheaper and that people can't afford to be vegetarian. What a crock of shit. I bought 3 20-pound bags of rice for $6 a bag. I mean, come on, you can't get cheaper than eating vegetarian. It's a bullshit argument that we are, the people keep making this idiotic argument that we are somehow evolved to eat meat. Well, no, it's only over the last 10,000 years that we've done any of that evolving. And we were for millions of years capable of having 90, 95, 98% of our diet be non-meat. We ate a few bugs. That's what we ate. Something we could steal or get cheap. But we're not designed to digest heavy proteins. Without cooking it, we can't eat meat. Beef, come on, we first can't chew it, and second, we can't even digest the goddamn shit. Alright, we have to turn it into sugar first before we can eat it, and that's essentially what you do every time you cook meat, is you break down all the heavy proteins into fucking goddamn sugar. So this is a stupid argument. It insults facts, and he's doing it just to defend his dependency. I'm not saying you have to stop eating meat. I'm not saying you have to give up your addiction, your comfort zone. But don't defend it. Don't pass it on to the next generation. Don't pass your dependency on to another human being by concocting preposterous defenses for your choice of convenience. All right, your addiction. And that's what he's talking. He's saying it's not a solution not to eat meat. Of course it's a solution. There's one less animal exploited for no good fucking reason. And the way he talks like, oh, the only crime in dying is knowing about dying. Because humans can worry about it. Well, then, so if I sneak up behind somebody and lop their head off and they never knew it was coming, it'd be okay to kill them, right? I mean, except for the social contract where we agree not to kill each other. You would say there's no moral imperative against doing it, right? I haven't committed any crime because they couldn't worry about it and they weren't harmed by it and they felt no pain by it because it was, expedient and quick and they never knew it was coming, so they never worried, so it's okay, right? There's no moral crime. And I might argue with you that it's true. But yeah, just apply the same standards. Apply a consistent standard. I mean, where we have human beings of diminished capacity who don't understand shit. So should we just use them? Should we just exploit them because they don't understand? So why is this atheist somehow defending this human-centric view of the universe? Humans come in all kinds of forms. Not every human has 100 IQ. So it's a bullshit argument, because you won't do to those lesser human beings what you'll do to animals. The exploitation you'll impose on them, the suffering you'll impose on them, for no other reason than because it's to your convenience. The ideology behind what you're saying is no different than the rationalizations created for slavery. I mean, they're ignorant, they're stupid. Why not just use them? Okay, they don't know any better, and they didn't in many respects. And so that's the rationalization. Yeah, so if you don't educate them, then you have no responsibility to treat them like human beings. And it'd be the same argument here. I mean, except the animals aren't capable of being educated, but that's the only difference, isn't it? They still have an emotional life. They still have a welfare that's important. And worse, like I said, we have created them. We have manufactured them into hideous forms that cannot possibly live a fulfilled life because they've been physically rendered incapable of that. So fuck you and this idiotic, stupid, preposterous rationalization for your stupid, idiotic, archaic addiction to something you physically do not fucking need. It is a lie, flat out lie, to say that people can't get along without meat. I've done it for 30 fucking years. It's no fucking problem. There's no biological necessity to eat these heavy proteins, and you can certainly find enough vitamins and minerals and whatever else you need in the environment. You can eat a spoonful of fucking goddamn dirt if you're a little bit low on essential minerals. I mean, it's just bullshit. It's an idiotic argument. And then to say that it's somehow cheaper and for human beings to eat meat is just so stupid. We saw what it's done to the environment. It's 20, 30, 40, 50 times more expensive to create food in this manner. It's just incredibly inefficient, incredibly costly to the environment, a waste of oil, and a destruction and degradation of the natural environment. So you're just a fucking pile of shit. So you're an asshole. Your rationalization is fail, because that's all it is. So fuck you people that keep trying to defend your addiction. And that's all it is. Just admit you have an addiction. Admit that you don't want to give it up. Fine, I can live with that. I can accept that in a human being. What I can't accept is building a big tower of lies to cover up what you really are. A little bit selfish. So just admit you're a selfish pig and leave it at that. But don't sit there and contrive a big pile of shit to justify your abuse of other sentient life forms. And that's all it is. You're abusing them. You're harming them. There's just no way you get around that. They're paying the price for your satisfaction. Period. So, fuck this shit. So anyway, on a side note, YouTube was broken for a while, and you couldn't see what your total video views were. So I know I was getting near 1 million, but it wasn't working, so I couldn't tell how many videos there were. So I just figured, well, the hell with it. But I just noticed I got 1,006,000, so I did go across the million view mark, which is pretty good, surprising or whatever. So I owe you a video of some kind celebrating that, but you might not get it. So, but anyway, just a milestone. It's there. There's other ones coming, so, whatever. Hey, I still got a minute left. More than that even. Yeah, well, there's not much you can say. I mean, I don't know how do you make any... This argument about eating meat is just... We cannot deny that sentience is the important attribute of a life form. And this goes back again to this retarded notion. Everybody just keeps justifying existence. It doesn't matter how you exist. It doesn't matter if we manufactured you. It doesn't matter if you can walk on your own fucking legs. Existence is marvelous. And these animals are just addicted. I mean, Frankenstein might not want to die either, but he would certainly tell you, I'm fucking goddamn miserable. This is not a life of satisfactory quality. And you just keep rationalizing everything's existence. You keep just saying, yes, nature couldn't possibly create something wrong. The universe couldn't possibly be built, so failure was it has to be an impossibility. It can't possibly fail. Evolution can't possibly fail. And it's just a bullshit argument, okay? Because it has no standards. It has no capacity to define success or failure. So there's every possibility that it would be a failure. And it's a failure when animals suffer. That's failure.